Good morning, class 7. Welcome back to your biology classroom once again. So, before starting my lesson, I want to say something. Some student has commented me, Miss, first fill in the blanks or third fill in the blanks, आंसर फूड आप क्यों लिखा है? मतलब फर्स्ट का आंसर एनर्जी दिया हुआ है और थर्ड का आंसर ग्लूकोज होगा. बट आई वांट टू से all organisms need food to live and grow. For what? Because look at the first line. All organisms need energy to live and grow, but we get this energy from food. So अगर फूड इनटेक नहीं करेंगे तो एनर्जी नहीं मिलेगा. So इस दौरान हम फूड लिखा है आंसर, because food is necessary for getting energy to live and grow. That's why I have written food. Same way, number 3 का आंसर, the food produced during photosynthesis is transported from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. So basically by the photosynthesis process, green plant produce their food. Food may be glucose or starch. So look at the book at first. The glucose produced by the photosynthesis process is transported from the leaves to the other plants of plant. It is also converted into starch. So basically the food which is prepared by photosynthesis process, it is glucose and directly converted into starch. That's why I have written the food that is prepared by photosynthesis process, it transported from the leaves to the other parts of plant. Hope it is clear to everybody why I have written food in both two cases. Next, I will start from respiration and combustion. So look at your book. What happens when we burn a piece of wood? क्या होगा जब हम लोग wood को जलाएंगे? When we burn a piece of wood, heat and light are produced. Normally, when we burn something, we see heat and light are produced by the burning process. Oxygen is used up in this process and carbon dioxide is given out. So, burning process के लिए ऑक्सीजन जरूरी है, उसी के साथ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस रिलीज होता है. Though the process of respiration is similar to combustion, there are differences between these two processes. As because oxygen is necessary for both case, as well as respiration and combustion. So here is a difference between respiration and combustion. Very important difference. For respiration, it occurs in the living cell. Same way, combustion, it does not occur in the living cell. It takes place at room temperature. Combustion takes place at high temperature. Normal हम लोग का room temperature क्या हो सकता है? 25 to 30 degree. So combustion के लिए maximum temperature की जरूरत होता है. It is a slow process, whereas combustion is a fast process. Respiration, energy is released in the several steps and stored as ATP. So basically respiration process के द्वारा जो energy release होता है by several steps and also stored as ATP. But in case of combustion, energy is released in the form of heat and light and not stored for further uses. Enzymes are involved. But in case of combustion process, no enzyme is involved. In case of respiration, conversion of carbohydrates to carbon dioxide and water occurs in many steps. So in case of respiration process, carbohydrate turn into carbon dioxide and water by many steps. But in case of combustion, carbon dioxide and water are produced by a single step. When we burn something, as a main product, carbon dioxide and water vapor produced by a single step. It is the main difference. By the respiration process, carbon dioxide and water produced by many steps and with the help of enzyme. But in case of combustion, carbon dioxide and water vapor are released by a single step without any help of enzyme. So next, respiration in plants. Plants also need energy to perform various activities. Like animals, they too get energy by oxidation of food. So normally animals की तरह plant भी energy पाता है कहाँ से? Oxidation of food से. Respiration is not limited to any one part of plant. All plant cells in root, stem, leaves, bud, germinating seed and fruits respire very actively. So इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. All plant cells like root, stem, leaves, buds, germinating seed and fruits respire very actively. In fact, the rate of respiration is high in actively growing region of the plant. मतलब the tip of the growing region of plant, the rate of respiration is quite high rather than other parts. Here is a fill in the blanks. Look at the book. Dash is the process in which glucose is oxidized in the presence of oxygen. So presence of oxygen denotes it is aerobic respiration process. The glucose combines with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP molecules. Because glucose जब oxygen में combine हो रहा है तब 38 ATP molecules form होता है. But in the absence of oxygen, it produce only 2 ATP. इसी दौरान हम 38 ATP लिखे. And anaerobic respiration, glucose is not completely oxidized. In anaerobic respiration, glucose is oxidized to form carbon dioxide, ethyl alcohol and 2 ATP energy molecule. In dash, energy is released in the form of heat and light and not stored for the further uses or future uses. That is combustion process. Have you ever wondered how the exchange of gases takes place in plants? While animals have specialized organ to carry out gaseous exchange, plants do not have any specialized organ for exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. So normally हम लोग animals के पास specialized organ होता है for the gaseous exchange. But in case of plants, they have no specialized or special system for the gaseous exchange. In plants, exchange of gases takes place through stomata and lenticel. इसके नीचे दाग लगाना. So in case of plants, they have stomata and lenticel for the gaseous exchange. Respiration takes place at a very slow rate in plants. The transport of gases in plants is much slower than in animals. In plants, the gases move entirely by the process of diffusion. इसके नीचे भी दाग लगाना. So दो लाइन के नीचे दाग लगाना. For gaseous exchange, stomata and lenticel help the plants. Same way, the rate of respiration is very slow in plants. Same way, the transport of gases in plants is much slower than animals. And in plants, the gases move entirely by the process of diffusion. So normally in case of plants, the gaseous exchange takes place by the diffusion process. In leaves, there are many pores called stomata that provide greater surface area for the gaseous exchange. Let us learn how various parts of plant respire. So this portion I will discuss next day. Hope all of you understood what you will learn from this portion. यहाँ पे दो चीज से भी याद रखना है. For the gaseous exchange, stomata and lenticel help the green plants. The rate of the respiration is very slow in case of plants, and the gaseous exchange takes place entirely in green plants by the diffusion process. Bas. So student, for today up to this portion.